Hello, welcome to the channel History and Civilization of Persia and the World Life. I hope you liked the first video of the first part of the history of Egypt. Let's go.
Hi, I'm King Scorpio. Before starting, for the video, subscribe to your channel, activate the bell button and leave a like and comment. We have built a glorious civilization by means of the Nile. We owe all this glory to our gods. Welcome to Egypt, the land of Pharaoh and the long-term people of this land. Includes the first and second dynasties of the kingdom. This period starts from 3,150 years before Christ and continues until 503 years. According to the Egyptian historian Manto, the city of Tanis was the center and capital during the initial period of the Egyptian dynasty, or the Tanite era of Egypt, is a period of the history of this land that includes the first and second dynasties of the kingdom. This period starts from 3,150 years before Christ and continues until 503 years. According to the Egyptian historian Manto, the city of Tanis was the center and capital during
Chapter 1. The Pre-Dynasty of Egypt.
Egypt is 3,200 BC. To consolidate its power, Egypt is always at war with its neighbors and aggressors who attack this country. Egypt is deprived of a grateful army and kingdom. One of the most appreciative of this king can be called King Scorpio Ich. In this period, to achievements such as the first hieroglyphs, the first descriptions of the geographical situation of the regions were depicted on tablets, the first use of pins, the first special cemeteries of the royal family, probably the first irrigation systems. During this period, Egypt was divided into lower and upper territories, which can be seen on the map of their territory.
Egypt in 3150 BC. It was unified by Niamey, and Egypt entered a new era. Egypt 3000 BC. In this period, 150 years have passed since the unification of Egypt and the founding of the first dynasty of Egypt, Niamey in this period. The fourth reward of this dynasty, Jet, the Cobra of Horus, sites on the throne. There is little information about his reign, but one of his memorial stone pillars has remained in a very good shape and the name of this pharaoh can be seen on it. This memorial column represents the name of the pharaoh Horus and shows that the art of ancient Egypt was well developed at that time. Egypt in 2674, which is 12 years since the foundation of the ancient Egyptian kingdom, the Egyptian dynasty collapses and joins the ancient kingdom of Egypt. Chapter 3. The Kingdom of Egypt.
Egypt in 2600. Welcome to the new civilization.
Destiny calls me, and I am compelled to answer. Gods, hear my voice. I will bear your blessings to battle. I am ready for the trials ahead. I am the rising dawn.
The ancient kingdom of Egypt is a period in the history of Egypt which is said to have been the peak of the power and civilization of the ancient Egyptians during the history of the kingdom, which spans a period of nearly 500 years, from about 2686 to 2181 BCA, and from there are four lineages: Third Dynasty, 2700 to 2620 BC, Fourth Dynasty, 2620 to 2508 BC, the Fifth Dynasty, 2508 to 2350 BE, the Sixth Dynasty, 2350 to 2200 BCE. Achievements. In this period, Egypt became very powerful and became an important actor in the Middle East, which during the modern kingdom was able to conquer Libya, Lebanon, Syria, and modern Sudan, which you can see on the map. Isakand, also in the era of the pyramids. There were pyramids, including the first type of stepped pyramids and pyramids. Giza, which built the three powerful kings, Khufu, Khafre, and Mankura, who are buried there, and also achieved great progress in agriculture. being able to breed aquatic fish, also being able to use straw to make papyrus and write on it, and also to develop and improve the hieroglyph script. Before establishing its new kingdom in 1570, Egypt went through 3 periods, which the phrase Egypt's First Middle Period, 22nd to 21st century BC, Middle Kingdom of Egypt, 21st to 17th century BC, the Second Middle Period of Egypt, 1640 to 1570 BC.
Destiny calls me, and I am compelled to answer. I will bear your blessings to battle. Gods, hear my voice. I am the rising dawn.
Chapter 4: The New Kingdom and the Third Middle Period, Egypt in 1550 BC. The New Kingdom of Egypt, also known as the Egyptian Empire, is a historical period of ancient Egypt between the 16th and 11th centuries BC, covering the 18th, 19th, and 20th dynasties of this country. The New Kingdom was established after the so-called Second Intermediate Period, and its destruction was accompanied by the arrival of the Third Intermediate Period. This time in the history of Egypt witnessed the greatest wealth and peak power of the ancient Egyptian monarchy. With the death of Pharaoh Ramses X in 1070 BC, the New Kingdom came to an end, and the middle third of Egypt was formed. As you can see on the map, the regions that were in the time of the New Kingdom either fell to the Assyrians or became independent governments for themselves. This period coincided with the fall and political instability, and coincided with the collapse of the ancient Near Eastern and Eastern Mediterranean civilizations in the late Bronze Age. From 610 to 525 BC4, more kings ruled in Sais, but in the year 604, the Third Middle Period also ended.
من کمبوجی فرزند کوروش بزرگ پادشاه جهانیان پارس، ماد، آشور، لیدیه و مصر هستم. دودمان من مخام شعر است و هرگز کردار نیک، گفتار نیک، کردار نیک را فراموش نکنید. آهورا مازدا نگهبانتان باد.
Chapter 5: The End of the Ancient Egyptian Dynasty. Egypt in 525 BC. In 525, Cambyses I marched to Egypt and defeated Tomasik I in the Battle of Pelosi. Phoenician Egypt and Cyprus became part of the Achaemenid satraps. In 403, during the reign of Darius I, Amertius declared independence and up to 3 dynasties, 28, 29, 30, to become an independent government, and in 343, by Ardashir II, it became the domain of the Achaemenids again. 11 years later, during the reign of Darius II, following the attacks of Alexander the Great on the Achaemenids, the domain of the Macedonian Empire was built, and a new city called Alexandria was built in Egypt during the reign of Alexander. After the death of Alexander, Egypt enters a new era.
Well, friends, you have seen the first part of the summary of world civilizations, ancient Egypt. Subscribe to your channel. Go goodbye.